Reculver is one of the most prominent features on the Kent coast. The towers of the former church have been a guide for mariners for centuries, whilst the area is steeped in Roman history. This walk takes us through the historic remains and out into the marshes before doubling back to the sea wall for an easy shoreline walk on the return. The King Ethelbert is certainly a pub with a location, right in the shadow of the towers and with the Roman walls of Reculver's fort almost touching the building. The walls of the bar are covered with pictures of the area's past. There is a deck outside.
Good evening everyone! Me and Candice, the very lovely Candice, have decided to escape all the madness of the panic buy-in and the constantly washing your hands and saying happy birthday. It's getting really annoying, so we decided let's do a little wild camp, let's do a walk. We are on the Kent coast, we're back at Reculver Towers. You may remember I did a wild camp and a little walk with Andy from Kent Survival here a year or two ago, I can't remember when. Well, we're going to be wild camping at exactly the same spot behind the wall of the remains of the church that's up there kind of on the cliff. We've just been in the King Ethelbert Inn and we've had a lovely pub dinner there, fish and chips and mushy peas. I had a starter of course because that's what men do. A couple of ciders, and yeah, it was nice, really nice. So we just had a really chilled one. It's a really good little pub, that literally right by the towers. I highly recommend it. I have got my Wild Country Helm 1 tent with me tonight. Candice has got a Vango Cairngorm one-person tent. She's only used it once before, and that was on my birthday wild camp at Bradwell-on-Sea back in Essex, which is over that way. We can see the Isle of Sheppey, Whitstable. The very lovely Candice has returned. So yeah, it's been a bit of a strange week really, what with all the scaremongering and stuff and the panic buying and this thing about, you know, it's the end of the world and that we're all doomed and we're being judged and stuff, you know, we're going to all get wiped out by this mysterious virus. But do you know what, like, we've been out today, there was still milk on the shelves in my Sainsbury's. They were a bit low on bog roll and stuff. Don't know what that's all about. Why are people like what's it taking bog roll? We've had people nicking wet wipes from the gym and stuff. It's mental. Anyway, but we've come out today and there's families out and about. There was people in the pub, there was people getting shit faced in there. They was a right state, weren't they? Yeah, someone crying and stuff. Yeah. They're not bothered about coronavirus. They're just like, fuck it, let's go and have a good time. And that's what we're going to do anyway. So we're going to do a wild camp, little walk in the morning, maybe a calf breakfast as well, because Candice is partial to a calf breakfast. Look at that face of like, yes, there's a calf sort of over that way. So anyways, enough talking, let's get walking. So we're up at Reculver Towers, the ruins of the church on the coast in Kent. Candice is just setting up behind this section of the wall. She's got a Vango Cairngorm one-person tent, second time using it. Hopefully we're going to try and give you a review of it on this video. So she's going to try setting it up herself tonight, see how she goes with it. So we're behind this section of the wall where I camped with Andy from Kent Survival last time. And so I'm going to go here, I'm going to stick my Wild Country Helm 1 tent.
Weather's meant to be really good tonight actually. The beach and the sea is literally out there, and that's like a bit of a drop past that fence, so we've sort of got this little bit of space to play with, which is more than enough, and we're sort of just out of sight behind the wall. So this is a little Vango Cairngorm 1 tent. It's a very compact package size. It's got one of those big stuff bags that you can just stuff the whole tent into any which way and then strap it up nice and tight. Very easy to pack away and unpack. So she's going to be setting that up. She's got a trusty hammer with her, no messing. We'll let Candice set up her tent in privacy. We won't film it.
Oh, please don't.
Yeah, no, she's saying please don't. Yeah, I'm going to get mine set up anyway, so we'll bring you back then and we'll see how she gets on with it. Yeah, looking forward to this one. So we've set both tents up now. There's Candice, she's just setting her chair up. And ladies first, I'll show you a Vango Cairngorm 100. So
Got the best set up.
no, she's done really well. Don't listen to her, she's done really well. I mean, just a couple of, like one little teething problem really. It's just getting used to a new tent, isn't it really? And we practice, you know, like I remember when she first set up her Fox 1 and, you know, sort of struggled with it, but she ended up doing that like blindfolded. You know, it was just the door bit clipping it into the trekking pole little hole thing, and that was the only thing really. But then I sort of like helped her a little bit on that, but the rest she did all herself on it, so she's done really well. Talking of this little hole, is the first thing I want to show you on this tent. So the door has got this little hole here. What that's for is you can put a trekking pole through that, open the door out and guy it out and have like a, you know, sort of like a porch. Use the door as like a little undercover bit to just extend the porch space really in bad weather, or cook under. I thought that's pretty cool. She's got a pretty decent sized porch in the front bit there, and the guy lines are nice. They've got the reflective sort of little dots on them so you don't trip over them. Of course you could change the guy lines out if you wanted to be more stealthy. It's got these really nice line lock guy line lockers on. The poles I think are Union aluminium poles. They're really good. Nice sort of like a burnt orange colour this time, and it's like a moss green colour the whole tent, and then gunmetal grey. So really cool colour scheme again from Vango. Yeah, there you go, Vango Cairngorm 100 Trek. The zippers feel really nice on it. You can adjust all the like straps and peg loops. It takes normal, I think, aluminium shepherd stake pegs, but you know, you could change those out again if you wanted. You're right. She's struggling to set her chair up.
Do you know what? I'm like, where's that from?
I can't remember how you have that. I think you have the Altad writing on one side.
What, one side like this?
Yeah, like that I think.
Oh, okay.
Can't remember. Anyway, you've got these little poles at the end here on the tent, underneath there. I think there's air vents underneath that, and then you pull it out like that. I'm pretty sure there's air vents under there. Yeah. So you pull those, you put those little poles in there just to push up the ends. Pull that nice and taut. Here, there you go. You can see a better view of them there. And you've got that one central pole going through the middle, which gives it lots of head height as well. I like that. We can both sit up in this tent. I mean, Candice, bless her, can sit up in most tents. She's only tiny, small but perfectly formed. What else is there to say? I mean, not a lot so far really. We'll sort of come back throughout the video and sort of look at different parts of it. Well, hopefully she's done the chair by then. But yeah, we'll show you the inside of the tent a little bit later. Nothing to see here, nothing to see here. So my chair's all set up, by the way. What can I say? You know, I tried to struggle with it and make it look difficult. Oh, I can't get the pole in the hole. as an actor said to a bishop. And yeah, set that up anyway. And here's the helm one. You've seen this a million times before. I absolutely love this tent. I set it up, and as I unzipped the door, this like smell come out of the tent. It wasn't a horrible smell. It was like a familiar. It was like a familiar smell. Like it was like I went, I'm home, and it was absolutely lovely. And I was like, hello, you. Good to be back inside you again. Sounds really naughty. So yeah, inside the tent you've got this really nice, spacious porch. I've got the footprint down as well. Bracing strap. No, I'll set the chair up for you. And the bracing strap. So it's good in strong winds, this tent, and I have tested it in strong winds. Got the footprint down. That's really useful. And then inside you have that back vestibule porch thingy bob there, so you can store your rucksack, your boots, all that stuff, which I'm doing. I'm going to set up my Climate Insulated Static V 4-season sleeping pad in a minute. To be fair, I usually set it up last because then it takes up less room, you know, and I can sit on that fine. Softy trousers, down jacket, Arctic socks, silk sleeping bag liner, OEX down sleeping bag, 3-season bag, copious amounts of ciders and beers again, which I'll show you now. On the menu tonight we've got a Vocation Brewery Life and Death. I don't know what she's giggling about. It's an IPA, fresh and fruity, it says. That's how I describe Candice's farts, to be fair. It's a 6.5%, so it's a, you know, fall asleep in your shoes job, that one, possibly. Then we've got a Copperberg black currant and blackberry cider, 4%. And of course we've got my new favourite cider at the moment, the Copperberg Rosé 4% ciders. Lovely ciders. We've had a massive dinner in the pub, but I thought, you never know, I get hungry, so I bought my own homemade ration pack. This is the first time you've seen these on the channel. I did show some other ration packs I made, like some prototypes, in an Instagram video recently when I camped in the gay section of the nudist beach at St Joseph. Yep, you remember the one. And so this one is tentatively called menu number 5, and I believe I'll make this a 24-hour ration pack. I may well do a video on making these. I mean, to be honest with you, there's nothing that clever about them. And yeah, I've got a little menu list there. So for breakfast I've got porridge, I think with some berries and nuts and stuff in it. For lunch, sausages and beans. Dinner, meatballs in gravy and mashed potato. Dessert, sticky toffee pudding. And guess what? We didn't have a pudding in the pub. Let's check back on Candice. Is the chair set up? There's like one little bit missing, bless her. You got to love her, in you.
It's just not happening.
Why? It looks confused.
I can't put it up there.
I'll sort it out for you. Right. Anyways, I'll bring you back in a second, everyone. Once we've sorted this one's chair out. Bless her. She's adorable. Right. Chat soon. So the first cider tonight is going to be the Copperberg Black, which is a black currant and blackberry 4% cider. Let's crack it open. Cheers everyone to a good wild camp. She's got a chair set up. We figured it out in the end. So let's give it a little sniff. The cider, not her chair. That's weird. It smells fruity. And it's very red in colour, as you'd expect, because black currant and blackberry. It's not bad on the first taste. It doesn't really taste like really sickly. Like a lot of the fruit ciders, especially the berry ciders, very sickly, especially Copperbergs, I've said before. But this one, I think it's because it's blackberries in it and blackcurrants. I think you mix the two together and they're not as like sickly sweet. That's not bad. Do you want to try a little bit? Do you like it?
Yeah, it's alright.
It's alright, yeah?
Yeah.
What would you give it out of 10?
7.5.
7.5.
Yeah.
That's quite strong, yeah?
Yeah.
Good fruit cider.
Yeah, it's alright. It's not as sweet as Copperberg is.
It's exactly what I said, yeah. I think it's not bad. I mean, I'd have to give it... It's in the 7s, definitely. Don't know if I'd give it higher than an 8, because I think I've got to start thinking now, to give it an 8, it's got to be really special. You know, you can't just keep giving stuff 8+ out of 10. So I think you said 7.5. 7.5 out of 10, right? So I'm gonna go for 7.6 out of 10. Yeah, I mean, I do like the can. I know you can't see the can in this light, but it's as black as you're at. It looks pretty cool and like ominous. See if I can get some light on it.
Remember that stuff in that shop, that cider?
Look at that. What's stuff in the shop? Oh, that HCC Black. That pear cider I had on New Year's Eve.
Christ.
That can looked good, but how strong was that? Was it 8.2?
Yeah, it was awful.
It was absolutely awful. I reckon probably some of the people in the King Ethelbert would have touched it
Yeah.
tonight that we saw in there. Core. I tell you what, honestly, they gave Oliver Reed a run for his money, I'm telling you. Anyway, look, that's the can. So yeah, 7.6 from me, 7.5 from Candice out of 10 for Copperberg Black. It's not bad. Cheers. So it's just gone 9 PM. The wind, as you can see, has picked up a little bit. No rain though. And Candice, bless her, she's getting a little bit chilly, so she's going to sit in her tent for a bit. Or sit in the porch just to keep a bit warmer out the wind. Put her softies on, I think, once she's in there. So she's just going to let us have a little look inside and see what the tent's like. So you got this quite big porch actually. I mean, it's almost as big as the Helm 1, and it's got bracing straps through there, and you've got the Vango tension strap that goes up through the door of the tent, and you can strap it up there at the top. See that buckle there? There we go. So yeah, you can really tension the tent and make it nice and tight. And yeah, she's got loads of space in here. You mainly have to sort of sit up in the middle bit. You've got a light hanging loop there, and also up here as well, I've noticed. So there's actually 3. Look, you get 3 there, so you could probably there's even, I've just found out, look, there's these little pockets here as well. No way, that's so cool. So you've got these 2 little mini pockets at the top, 3 light loops, a tension thing. Oh, this is amazing. I'm not going to lie, I do like this little tent. I am kind of tempted to buy one, even though I don't really need another tent. You've got these sort of hang on, wait for it to focus. It's really not focusing well in this light in here. You've got these 2 pockets here to store stuff in, sort of like corner shaped pockets, and it's sort of got like a sort of a bathtub floor. And then I'll turn around. She's got her 2 sleeping bags, because I think they're both 2-season bags, both previously owned by me. And then the door unzips all the way, and you can fold it back in that pocket there, like so.
so it keeps it all tidy and organised. If you was, I don't know, if you had your main door zipped up and you was cooking in the porch or something, or you know, like packing up in here, again, a tension strap goes up here and then it'd go up and tension sort of there, if you can see it, yeah. But I like these little pockets here in the top. I mean, you could probably string out a little mini like clothesline in there to dry socks and stuff, you know, if you needed to, if you was like doing multiple day walking or stuff like that. So yeah, big porch on the side there. I mean, it's a bit flappy, that bit there, and you know, sometimes anything that you've got in there might stick out underneath. So you know, if you was at a bag or anything, I would probably suggest putting in like a black bag and stuff and putting it in there just in case it does poke out in the night and it was raining. But of course, Candice, I've given her that tip already, she's already doing it. See, show you the door zipped up. So difficult to zip doors up one-handed, I've found. You can zip it up from both ways there. Nice, they're reflective as well. And then of course close that down all the way. Air vents there. Yeah, nice little porch area. Just tuck her mat under there for her so it don't blow away. Hayes Outdoors cut down mat. Wonder where she got that idea from. That's from me. But yeah, see how it just sticks out a little bit there, anything. So like I say, just put in a black bag and you'll be alright. But it's a good tent. All the wind's picking up. Be alright, yeah? You alright, yeah? All good, yeah? She likes a little tent. Right, go on, you get in there, keep warm. And we're probably not going to sit out for too much longer. Oh, look at that, the wind's proper like moving the tents about. We've got them guyed out and stuff. We didn't actually expect it to be this windy here tonight. We've looked at the weather, no signs of rain. The wind was meant to be fairly calm, meant to be a mild night. I mean, it's not cold at all, really. It's a good little tent, isn't it? Look at it, it looks great. She's happy, you'll be alright in there. Yeah. I will actually quickly show you on mine. There was a couple of little running repairs I had to make on it. I put some electrical tape along here just to stop that rubbing and wearing that out. And then I think I accidentally punctured the pole sleeve and I had to put some electrical tape on there and round here, there as well. So, you know, it's alright, it's holding up fine, the tent. It's just, I've used this tent a lot of times, so, you know, I've used it almost every weekend for like over a year. We're going to have this Life and Death Vocation Brewery IPA. So, you see like Vocation Brewery beers all the time. Everyone seems to have them, so I'll read it to you. So it says tropical citrus, hop forward flavour, fresh fruity, 6.5%. We brew bold beers and serve punchy pints because that's the way we like them. From our hilltop in Yorkshire, we'd rather set benchmarks than trends, only making beer that we're proud to put our name on. It's what drives us, it's what made us, it's our vocation. vocationbrewery.com. Right, about the actual IPA itself. This is Life and Death. 3 kilos of hops and 40 kilos of barley selflessly give their lives to brew every barrel of this beer. It's a lot to ask, but their reincarnation as this life-affirming IPA makes their sacrifice worthwhile. Life and Death is a ballsy US-style IPA. Expect flavours and aromas of tropical and citrus fruits, with a lingering bitterness set against a smoothie malty backbone. Rich and golden colour, tropical fruit aroma, fruit salad taste. So you can kind of see what
piqued my interest in picking this one up because of like the fruit salad taste, the tropical fruit aroma, the tropical and citrus fruits, that sort of stuff. So I've not had this yet, I've never tried it before. We're going to see what it's like. You probably all know what this is like and are probably going, Tom, you're going to hate it. So who knows, let's try it. Right. Oh, bugger. There she is, watch the camera. Hang on.
Is it going to be like poison?
Probably. We'll see. Do you know, it smells quite nice. Oh, go on, smell it. Candice is behind the camera. Can you smell it?
It actually smells alright.
It actually smells alright, wow. Right. 3, 2, 1. There is some kind of fruity taste to it, but then there is a bitterness that lingers, and there is that malty backbone that they're saying about. I can taste those two things. See, I'm starting to pick up these things the more I drink these beers. Yeah, it's got a very thick sort of taste to it, which I think is like a US style IPA, and I'm not a fan of that. For that reason, it loses several marks, definitely. But once again, it's just a matter of opinion, isn't it, really? You'd probably love this, some of yous watching this, but me, not so much. Do you know, at first it tasted good, but now it's had a chance to breathe, it tastes a bit rank, I'm not going to lie. I'm not really getting a fruit salad taste, or maybe some citrus fruit coming through, but nothing really tropical. But it smells nice though, that's the thing. But it's not about smelling the beers, it's about tasting them. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to give it probably a 3.2 out of 10, and that's probably being quite generous. But yeah, go on, try a little bit just to tell me it tastes like poison. No.
Hope.
It's like poison, yeah?
Yeah, it's poison.
It's poison. Candice, it's like poison, right? If you got water in there,
yeah,
you can always drink that, get rid of the taste, yeah.
That's going to linger now.
That is, well, just drink some water, or
Yeah.
I've got a little Copperberg Rosé we can have. We can share if you want.
You can drink that.
That's the beer review over anyway. So yeah, Vocation IPA, Life and Death. Was I say 3.2, 3.1?
3.2.
3.2. It's shit anyway. I'm not a fan. Sorry, but I'm sure some of you out there would like it. Anyways, Charles. I've managed to squeeze Candice in the Helm 1 with me. She's like squeezed into a corner, and I'm sort of laying down the back of the tent, and we've got sort of this door open and the porch, because I'm gonna do a bit of cooking on the LEX Tucana. At first she was just going to sit in the porch really and just keep me company while I go through this monstrosity of a ration pack. But in the end we managed to squeeze her in here, so by no means it's comfy, but I mean, I don't know, you could, if it really come to the worst, I could probably squeeze her in this tent with me. We probably wouldn't get a lot of sleep, not for the reasons you're thinking of, dirty people, but like it would be really cramped, like trying to sleep in here. But you know, it could save your life, do you know what I mean, if you had to. So I don't know. Anyways, right, we're going to crack this ration pack open. I don't know where I'm going to set the camera up yet, and we'll try and sort of have a look through bits and pieces of it, but I'm probably not going to have it all tonight. I want to do a hot drink first, because I just want a hot drink. So right, let's have a look at this ration pack. So let's cut it open. How does Steve do it? He cuts them open from the back, he slits them from the back.
But he's got a really sharp knife though.
I bet he has, yeah. But you want to be on the end of his sharp knife, don't you? Dirty cow. Candice fancies Steve 1989, the MRE dude.
And you told him.
And I told him, I commented once and said Candice fancies you, and he didn't get back to me, unsurprisingly. But yeah, Candice wants him to get her out on a tray.
No, I
Nice.
don't.
Anyways, you've got to make do with me. So I've absolutely packed this to the gizzards, whatever that means. Right, so we've got I can't, drinks and snacks, you might just be able to make that out. We've got dinner, which is meatballs and gravy. Can you see that? Just about my awful handwriting. Then we've got lunch, sausages and beans. We've got an accessory pack. Another drinks and snacks. They took up quite a lot of room, so I needed like two kind of bags worth of those. Then this is actually from like a ration pack. I bought these separately online. It's just a job lot. So that's a toffee flavoured pudding with toffee flavoured sauce. A little bag of mashed potatoes. That would be to go with dinner as well. And then we've got breakfast, which is porridge. And I've just emptied like a porridge pot and stuck it in one of them bags, added like my fruit topper stuff to it, and then just sealed the bastard up. And that's it, yeah. Nice big bag these come in. I mean, you could collect water in that if you wanted. You probably, in a pinch as well, could probably collect water in it and then somehow suspend it over a fire and maybe boil water in it, providing you don't burn the bag. That could work, you know. That would work. Yeah, I've just come up with a little other use for these. So, multi-purpose, or you just put your rubbish in it. For now, we're going to crack open the drinks and snacks packs. So, where's my knife gone? First off, got a cookie flavoured cereal bar. That just come out of like ration packs. I bought those in a job lot as well on eBay. A Horlicks, like sort of hot malty drink. Definitely having that tonight. Got a Maltesers hot chocolate. This was from Mark from First Class Adventures. Cheers, mate. I told you it would appear in a ration pack that I made, and it's a Grenade Carb Killer high protein bar, chocolate chip cookie dough. So I will be eating that definitely. Then I added this one, which is like a strawberry and cream protein bar. And then for the morning, for our walk, we've got an orange flavoured energy gel. Then in this one, we've got cola flavoured beverage powder, ration pack stuff again, grapefruit flavour beverage powder, that's a good one. Lemon energy drink powder, that I think Gary gave me that. Cheers, mate. And he did make me a ration pack, but I ballsed it up and the eggs went off in the all day breakfast and it exploded everywhere. It like swelled up and like blew up, so I had to bin most of the contents, and I salvaged some of the drinks and stuff from it. Then I've got a double chocolate mocha and a salted caramel hot chocolate. Oh, the lighting's awful here at the moment, sorry. There we go, just about, yeah. I'll probably mix them two together. A few of these like boiled army ration sweets. Some water purification tablets. I don't know where I was thinking I was going, but you know, you never know when you need water purification tablets. And that's about it for the drinks and snacks. So I'm going to knock up one or two of them anyway. Probably eat the protein bar that Mark gave me. So Candice is now in her own tent, so I've got a bit more space in here now. And before she departed, she did drop a fart in here as well. And but she opened the door, she said, but the thing was the wind blew the fart back in through the open door onto me. So I don't know. You imagine if you fed a Great Dane hard-boiled eggs. That's the sort of smell we're talking about, yeah? Anyway, I've opened the accessory pack. Here's what's inside. We've got a little herbal tea, probably for the morning. Got that from Mark, I think. Cheers, mate. Lemon, ginger and manuka honey. Organic, a welcoming cup of spicy sweet bliss. Nice. Some more water purification tablets. And then there's a pack of salt and pepper. That was from a ration pack, because I thought I could add that to the mashed potatoes potentially. Another tea that Mark gave me. Twinings gingerbread green tea. There you go, there. This would be useful if you was doing like a full day of walking, of course, not just walking like a couple of 100 yards from your car like we've done. There's some of that like sort of shop towel cloth stuff, which is really useful. I use that a lot. Some bum wipes or tissues. Some more of these little army ration hard-boiled sweets. A big wet wipe. Some little mini wet wipes. And a little pack of stormproof, windproof, waterproof matches. So yeah, that's all for the accessory pack. The only thing I didn't include in this was cutlery, okay, because I didn't have any like plastic sporks or anything I could include, but going forwards I probably will include those in them. Not that I need to, because I always bring like a titanium spork anyway with me, but it's always good to have a backup. I don't know why. Just had Mark's ration bar, that grenade bar. Very nice. Cheers, pal. Hope to do a camp with you soon. I have made Mark a little 24-hour ration pack. Put a few things together for him. Don't know why, just as a little present. I was bored. Anyway, yeah. Maniacal laugh. Anyways, right, I've got the salted caramel hot chocolate and the double chocolate mocha mixed up in my little Simon mug, as I'm going to call it. And we're going to boil some water up on the Takana. Won't bore you with that. So I decided to do the lunch component instead of dinner, because I didn't really want to make the mashed potatoes up, so I've just done the sausages and beans. These are basically Heinz tinned sausages and beans. There's nothing fancy about them. I've done the double chocolate mocha and salted caramel hot chocolate, mixed them together. Really, really strong, because it's only a small amount of water that uses. And then in the mug there, I've made up that lemon, manuka, honey, herbal tea thing that Mark gave me, just because I had loads of water in that pot. I swear I put 500 ml in, but it seemed to produce a lot more than that. So I'm going to tuck into this. I'm not going to bother reviewing it. You could go and get this off the shelf in the shops, if there's any left, that is, with the virus. Well, it's about midnight now, and the wind has really died down. The tide's come back in, and you can hear the waves just lapping at the foreshore, at the base of the cliffs here. Not really hungry. I'll save probably the rest for tomorrow morning, and maybe if we stop along the walk as well. So yeah, I've just been sat in here relaxing, watching some YouTube, because the signal's quite good, and probably going to get some sleep soon. I aim to get up for about 7, 7:30. So I'll see you in the morning. Good night.
Reculver Tower and Roman Fort is the site of the Roman settlement and fort Reculver, dating back to 43 AD. Much of the Roman wall survives and is best seen around the east side of the site, which we will notice on the return leg of the walk. In the 7th century, a monastery was built in the remains of the fort. It was a seat of the Anglo-Saxon kings, hence the name of the pub. The towers are 12th century additions to all that remain of the once magnificent Anglo-Saxon church of St Mary. Coastal erosion claimed much of the village which the church served, and most of it was demolished around 1805. The towers, known as the Twin Sisters, have become an important landmark for mariners. So were preserved by Trinity House in 1810 as an aid to navigation. Good morning everyone, it's nearly 7 AM. We've woken up a little bit earlier than expected. We both slept really well. From the footpath though, you can literally just about see a tiny bit of Candice's tent, but it blends in with the stonework and everything, so you wouldn't know that we were here unless you went round the back of the church to have a look. My tent's completely out of shot, so started doing some breakfast already, and we've got some unexpected rain as well. Only a light drizzle, but it's enough that if you stay out in it too long, you will get soaked. So the wind's okay; it's not too bad. So yeah, I'm gonna have a cup of tea and do some porridge in a second. But all in all, it's been a fun camp. It's been good fun. Both the tents held up really well. Candice's tent was good. I think she seemed pretty pleased with it. Yeah, all in all, it was nice. Yeah. Anyway, I should take you into camp now. So this is where I just spoke to you. Here's the very lovely Candice. She's packed away already. She's just got a tent to do. Here's the towers, and here are the tents. Yeah, it's very good. So show us your tent again. So your boudoir. How was it?
Very good.
Lots of room.
Yeah, the only thing, right, I suppose when the wind, it knocks the things, it wakes me up a few times.
Yeah, it's a bit floppy. You get used to that though.
So when it shakes it wakes up, it's like I was back to the
Yeah. I mean, it's still pretty sturdy. I mean,
yeah.
we probably could have pegged it out a bit taller.
I could have done a little better.
But it's alright though. I mean, it's better than it was on the beach, I think. So, yeah, I think she's happy with it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's better than your Fox One.
Yeah, please don't suggest any other tents.
Don't suggest any other tents.
No, because I know what they say, oh, you should have got that one. No, it's just like everyone seems to have an opinion on tents, which is great and everyone does. But I like this tent, so I don't need to have another tent. Or
no, she's happy with this tent, okay, so don't try and change her mind, okay? Her mind's made up. I think it's a cracking little tent. I love the colour of it, everything. I mean, yeah, she's got plenty of room in it. She can sit up in it.
I can roll in it. I can
Yeah, it's perfect for her. We just, as I say, it's just with practice. We just need to work on getting it a bit taller, but that's fine. I think it was slightly too close to the wall there, but other than that, though, it's absolutely fine. So, yeah, we're happy with the Vango Cairngorm, and maybe if you was thinking of buying one, maybe this video might help a little bit. I know it's not the most detailed of reviews, but you know, we're on a wild camp. can't exactly make it too detailed, but then I kind of think it's better to review tents actually on a wild camp, because that's where you're going to be using them, rather than like set it up in your back garden. I've done that before and it's good and all, but it just doesn't feel right. So if I do any reviews, this is probably how I'll be doing them going forwards. You see all the clips and stuff, it's pretty good quality stuff. I mean, it's no Hilleberg, but does it need to be? Really? Does the job, it's fine. And there's my tent. I love that tent. It's one of my favourite parts of the Kent coast, this. And right over in the distance you can see places like Margate, and then beyond that would be like Broadstairs, and going around Ramsgate. It's, from this point onwards really, it's a section of the Kent coast I've not really ever explored or even been to. I mean, I've been to Margate years ago when I went to see a band play there, but that's it really. And you know, at the time I wasn't really into camping or walking or exploring or anything, so I didn't really appreciate it. But yeah, now I really want to get cracking with the Kent coast this year. Been focusing a lot on the North Downs Way, and I'm just looking forward to walking some sections of the coastline. Well, doing all of it of course, but particularly sort of this bit really, from like Whitstable to Margate and like Ramsgate. It's another place I've never been to. I really want to. It's just that whole area, that sort of tip of Kent, you know, Broadstairs area, Botany Bay, all of that I've not been to ever, and I really want to. It's just gone 8 AM. We're going to head back to the cars, and of course, as you can see, we've all packed everything away and we're leaving absolutely no trace. We've got all the rubbish with us, and yeah, you would never know we're here apart from this video. We're back in the car, probably the hardest walk back from a camp ever. No, I'm joking. It was literally cars here. The towers are there. So the little village here is just starting to come to life a little bit. We're starting to see more people. Winkle pickers out in the bay. We can also see in the distance the Malmsall sea faults, red sands and shivering sands amongst all the wind farms. Well, they've actually passed the wind farms. And I spotted, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, I can see it from the car here, and it's absolutely tiny. It's right on the horizon. You have to look. It's way past the Malmsall sea faults. I'm pretty sure I can see Knockjohn fault, which doesn't really get the the attention it deserves, because it's kind of on par with the Malmsall sea faults. They're amazing and all, but everyone goes on about them a lot. But you forget about Knockjohn fault, way out there. That's literally a long way away. I think that's a World War II sea fault as well. So yeah, if ever I become an eccentric million or billionaire, that's probably what I'm going to do, is buy a sea fault, or like a gun fault out at sea, and just live out there, and that's it. You know, that's what me and Candice have decided.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I'll buy like Grain Tower or Knockjohn or a Malmsall sea fault and just live out there.
I live on land.
Yeah, she'd live on land. I don't know. I think a sea fault would be my holiday home. You know, that it'd be my holiday home. I'd just go out there just to get away from it for a bit. I've had some porridge already. I know Candice definitely wants a coffee. I think I might be able to talk her into a full English as well. So
Might get a bacon
sandwich.
Yeah.
Once we've had something to eat in the cafe, we're then going to go and have a go at this little walk as well.
Oh
then,
yeah.
Go on.
Canterbury Council, please make it free on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Please don't make us pay.
Yeah, we had to pay for the thing, but well, it is what it is. You know, it's an overnight car park. I'm not complaining about that. We got away with one. I mean, the council have clearly changed the bins because they've got new bin bags in the bins. But yeah. Anyways, we're digressing. Let's go and look for some food. So the little cafe in Reculver is open. It's called Cafe Reculver, the original name, and they do a mega breakfast. Excellent. So we've just had a lovely full English breakfast at the cafe here in Reculver. It was one of the best breakfasts I've ever had, and the guy that owns it was absolutely hilarious, and really friendly as well. You know, was asking us sort of, you know, you're out walking today or stuff like that. He's just really friendly, and he recommended a really good walk, which is just down the track there. It starts at. It's a really good little cafe, and the food was unbelievably good and reasonably priced as well. It was like £16 something for what we spent.
That's good.
We had a really good time, but he was so funny. I was literally in stitches a few times, listening to him talking to people and his thoughts on the coronavirus. Hilarious. So yeah, if you're ever in Reculver, check out this little cafe. It's right near the King Ethelbert Inn. This coastline has a place in modern history too. This was where the famous Dambusters 617 Squadron tested their bouncing bombs, which in 1943 were used to destroy dams in the German Ruhr district at the height of World War II. So the walk is 4.5 miles, and it starts outside the King Ethelbert Inn pub and the cross here at Reculver. Then we're heading up to the towers again, and then inland, and then we'll be, I think, crossing over the Wantsum Channel out onto the sea wall and back along the coast, back to the towers, back to the car park here. So a nice little simple route. Enough talking, let's get walking. This small channel that we cross is called the River Wantsum, and it is all that remains of a broad expanse of water known as the Wantsum Channel, which separated Thanet when it was a real island from the rest of Kent. The low ground on which we have been walking was underwater. One of the reasons for establishing a Roman fort at Reculver was to guard this channel of water. We're back in the car park here at the Reculver Towers Country Park. It's a lot busier now. Everyone's come out. The coronavirus will not stop us.
No.
Just wash your hands, be healthy, and don't snog random people and you'll be alright. So my car is just over here. That's the end of the walk. I'll say goodbye to you in the car when it's a bit less windy.
Yeah.
So that's the end of this video. We're back in the car, and right on cue it has literally just started raining. The rain was due to turn up at about 11 AM and we managed to dodge that. It's almost like someone or something up there or wherever was going, Tom, get your walk done, get your video done, and then it'll rain, you know. So, cheers. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, it was a really good little weekend. We've had a really nice time, haven't we?
Yeah.
As always, thank you to the very lovely Candice for joining me. Yeah, really, really nice place, Reculver. It feels like kind of like the end of the line here, because it's like one road in, one road out. So it's, you know, you have to be going here. It's not like a through sort of place, so it really is like the edge of the world sort of thing, it feels like, and it's just lovely. Yeah, lots of history, nice walks as we've just seen, and yeah, it's been good. So we avoided the coronavirus.
Yeah.
It just goes to show you, you know, that you can still get out and stuff. So, and everyone seems to be doing that. It's actually really good to see, I'm not going to lie. You know, normally you kind of don't want to see loads of people when you're out walking and camping, but to actually see people out and about and not living in fear of the government and all, you know, this stuff. I mean, whatever your theory is on the coronavirus, whether you think it's population control, whatever, that's not for discussion on this video, but whatever it is, the British public aren't completely bowing to it, which is good. So yeah, keep on keeping on. Anyways, yeah, so take care of yourselves, everyone. Look after each other, stay safe, keep washing your hands, keep saying happy birthday as well, and yeah, have fun, get out there and explore still. Alright, so cheers for watching. Sorry I keep looking over here and not there. I'll get it one day anyway. Yeah, cheers everyone, see you soon. Bye.